Good evening to all of you. My greetings to all the 60,000 students of Amity University and the 3,000 faculty members wherever they are. First of all, I would like to greet the founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, and Major General Jai Singh. I have worked with him, and Mr. Azim Chauhan, Major General Dhawan, and my friend Ved Prakash Sandlers, and all the faculty members and students. Friends, I initially thought I'd give a lecture on nanotechnology. Then I thought, why not I give a lecture on instrumentation technology? Then I thought better biotechnology. My greetings to the Vice Chancellor, faculty members, staff and students. I would like to discuss on the topic the dynamics of knowledge sources. The dynamics of knowledge sources. How the knowledge will be always in dynamic form. How it affects young and experienced. Now, while I am with you, this for student community, whoever assembled here, I am going to talk about knowledge. Knowledge has got three components: creativity, righteousness, and courage. Knowledge equal to? You got it. Now, then the combination of these characteristics can generate enlightened citizens. Let us look at the first component. Just now you said creativity. Will you repeat with me? Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you great, that's correct. Knowledge makes you very good. My email apj@abdulkalam.com. Any one of you, APJ, remember only APJ, small letters, apj@abdulkalam.com. Whatever I say, if you have questions, you can send an email, 24 hours you will get the reply, okay? Now let us talk about value of science. How do you give the value to science? Let me start with an incident about Sir C.V. Raman. Here, I said 5 Nobel laureates, one of them, Sir C.V. Raman, a Nobel laureate in physics for discovering Raman effect. Raman gives the view that the color of sky is blue due to the molecular diffraction, which determines the observed luminosity and great measure also its color. This led to the birth of Raman effect, most of you will know. Raman, the important thing what I am going to convey, it's my record. When I was the Rashtrapati Bhavan, I saw a record. Raman was in the first batch of Bharat Ratna award winners. The award ceremony was to take place in the last week of January, soon after the Republic Day celebration of 1954. Many of you are not even ideas for. Then President Dr. Rajendra Prasad wrote to Sir C.V. Raman, inviting him to be the personal guest in Rashtrapati Bhavan when Raman came to Delhi for the award ceremony. Sir C.V. Raman wrote a polite letter regretting his inability to go. Raman had a noble reason for his inability to attend the investiture ceremony. Raman explained to the president that he was guiding a PhD student and the thesis was positively due by the last day of January. The student was valiantly trying to wrap it all up, and Raman felt that he had to be by the side of the research student. See that the thesis was finished, sign the thesis as the guide, and then have it submitted. Here was a scientist, Sir C.V. Raman, who gave the pound of glittering ceremony associated with the highest honor because he felt that his duty required him to be by the side of the student. Creative leadership means exercising the vision to change the traditional role from the commander to coach. A creative leader will be a coach, not a commander. A manager to mentor. You will not be a manager, you will be a mentor. A creative leader will not be a director, he will be a delegator. And from one who demands respect to one who facilitates self-respect. I am sure Amity University will generate such creative leaders for participating in our national development mission. I am happy that the Amity University just started new courses such as space science and technology, aerospace engineering, avionics engineering, integrated BA LLB, postgraduate diploma in clinical management and master of film and science production. Fantastic. My best wishes to all the members of Amity University for success in the mission of developing quality human resource, knowledge I have defined. When you go out, you will carry knowledge. Knowledge consists of what? Righteousness, creativity, righteousness, plus courage. So I greet all my best wishes to all the members of Amity University for success in the mission of developing quality human resource with value system backed by our civilization heritage. May God bless you all, friends. Minds, dear friends, I am sure you will think big. Now it's time to have a great dream in life. Dream transform into thoughts and thoughts result into action in the environment of Amity University. Now we are all 60,000 students in various campuses in the country. In the environment of Amity University, I was thinking when you complete your education, you have to take different assignments. In different institutions in the country, many a times you have to take the leadership position also after acquiring the experience. At this point of time, I would like to share with you the technological and leadership challenges to be taken up by you during the next 2 decades. 5 technology challenges await you when you enter in your professional career. 5 I am giving the D. One is information communication technology. And this, India has to become a knowledge system powerhouse. Knowledge IT centers. India has to become knowledge system powerhouse instead of software powerhouse. We are software powerhouse now. Now another big challenge waiting for you, like IT, nano, bio combination one area, another is energy. When I addressed to the nation in 2005, I have set a goal of realizing energy independence coming out of fossil fuel, completely coming out of fossil fuel by the year 2030. Next year is automobile industry. Future automotive system will have a characteristic such as improvement combustion efficiency. Most important, it should run by biofuel, fully 100%, improvement diesel engine, and there is CFD based solar cell for higher efficiency. So I have talked about it. So finally, the aerospace field, another important area, and in the aerospace field, one of the big challenges should be today any orbital kg, it costs about $20,000 per kg. It is brought down to $2,000. That's one of the big challenges for the aerospace community throughout the world. Now friends, in conclusion, I have seen 3 dreams. Myself, I have seen 3 dreams which have taken shape as vision, mission, and realization. Space program of ISRO, Agni program of DRDO, and Pura providing urban and rural area becoming the national vision. Every action of the leader should be transparent. Now all of you, will you repeat with me? All of you. Okay? Will you repeat? Leader must be for all. Leader must work with integrity and succeed with integrity. Very very difficult, very difficult, and wish you all the best. We should do that. Now, 5 questions I am going to take, 5 questions. Whoever has got question quickly, if you come, all the 5 I am going to take.
Presenting the students of MBA Organic Agriculture. Sir, the students strongly feel that in order to attain food and nutritional security, we need to improve marginal and dry-land agriculture in sustainable manner by implementing second green revolution.
You keep the mic like this.
Okay, sir. Sir, we would like to know your views regarding
agriculture.
Yeah, implementing second green revolution.
Yes. See, agriculture, we had a first green revolution, okay? Now we are getting about 230 million tons of food using 170 million hectares now. Now our farmers are not happy because the stagnation GDP 1.5%. Now what is the solution? Solution should be the productivity should increase and then value addition. The farmers should not stop making only the grain or the fruit or vegetable. He has to add the agro-food plus value addition so that the earning capacity will increase. That's number 1. Number 2, now a biofuel has come. The farmers should go for bioplants. So that's like a cash clap. And he need not use it in the wetland. Dry land he can use it. Still biofuel, plants will come. So multiple earning capacity. You should not depend on only one thing. Multiple earning capacity. Next guy.
I'm a student of biotechnology, and recently there have been several developments in biotechnology due to which there have been some disadvantages to the nature. For example, the terminated gene technology. Terminated gene technology developed by some company of USA, due to which the plants are not able to give birth to the new plants. These things at times make all the biotechnologists feel a bit guilty. How should we realize our ethics?
No?
How should we realize our ethics?
Yes, sir. See, my feeling is, if you ask me, cloning is there, okay? Cloning. Cloning, I will say, the cloning of human beings is not ethics. Reason is, human being engineered, genetically engineered for millions of years. You can't make a bio-cloning, you cannot make a bio-cloning. But definitely, you can do, we can have a law, organs, okay? Organs, suppose eye or liver, some components of human being, it can be cloned. So that was, for example, stem cell. A stem cell you can take from the skin, you can take from umbilical, but embryo, if you go take, there's a big question mark is there, okay? So that's why the law also, the bio law also has to come the right time. Okay, next.
Good evening, sir. My name is Radhika Mitra. I belong to LP School of Communications. So I want to ask you, there is so much controversy going on nuclear deal. So what are your views? Whether India should sign nuclear deal or not? And if yes, what are the benefits?
You are a political girl, huh? Political girl, huh? It is like this, I tell you. So please understand what I am saying. India has 14 nuclear power plants and another 10 in the offing in various stages. They are all uranium-based nuclear reactors. Okay, uranium India does not have sufficient, but we have a lot of thorium. Thorium, we are right, one of the largest reserve in the world, second largest reserve. But thorium is not a fissile material. You have to convert as a fissile material using fast breeder reactor. That's what our nuclear scientists are doing. They say it will take 7 to 10 years for thorium-based nuclear reactors. Now, we need uranium. What we do? This India-USA nuclear pact, we have money to buy, will help us. Wherever uranium, whichever country is, I will buy it. And see that my all nuclear plants work the fullest capacity. Okay, that's the purpose. Okay. Okay, next step.
Sir, I'm Shiraz from British Electronics and Information. Sir, I want to say there is a lot of controversy on nuclear deal. controversial material.
Yes.
You gave a statement that it's in the debut of quality. So what does this our efficient because they are creating lot of controversy, they are creating against Muslim, creating against this religion. So why don't you come in favor of the revolution of qualities and all this that you make it clear that no, this is wrong or right?
You go to my website, you read it, buddy, whatever I said, it's very clear. Why should you have any doubt? India does not have uranium, sufficient uranium to power its nuclear reactors. Do you understand that? Then we need uranium. So we have to get from many countries. This fact will help you to, if you have got money, you buy. Okay? That's the only, the fact will help you to buy the money and power your nuclear reactors. Okay? And whereas in 7 to 10 years time, our thorium-based nuclear reactors will come, even that needs uranium, but it can be self-sufficient by that time, our own uranium can be used there. Okay? So what I am going to say, the answer to your question is going to help the nation. Okay, next one.
Good evening, sir. I am Isha, representing Amity Institute of Microbial Technology. I want to ask what are the ethical issues that are involved in stem cell research? Like, besides the positive, we are ignoring the positive aspects of stem cell research in genetic engineering.
What is, for example, the stem cell? You take stem cell. A stem cell has not gone through all the scientific process. If you introduce a molecule to that drug, it's a process of 10 years. You have to discover hundreds of molecules. Out of that, one molecule finally will get qualified for become a drug. The stem cell research, it is already, some of them is being used. Stem cell treatment has started. Now our biotechnology department have brought down all the researchers together and they are converging what is the type of stem cell research we have to do, and also in the sensor area. Okay, next.
Good evening, sir. I am Neil Kalina, representing Amity Institute of Microbial Technology. So my question to you is, how did India evade US spy satellites to check the nuclear testing here in Poland?
How? I could not locate it. What's the question?
So how did India evade US spy satellites?
They were smarter, Indians were smarter. Okay, next. Thank you. If you have doubted, you send me a mail. apj@abdulkalam.com. Okay. Now all of you repeat. Dream. Transforms into thoughts. Thoughts result into action. Very good. 100%.